Yeah, I just became one of the people that have watched Hell's Paradise. The show is about a shinobi named Gabimaru who was being executed, air quote, because he tried to leave the village. The show starts off with multiple attempts of him trying to be murdered in some of the most brutal ways possible, but to no avail. He wonders why he cannot die. While he is being held captive, a samurai named Sagari, also known as a Asamon, is doing a report on him, finding out why he got captured, finding out his backstory, his family, right? His parents were killed by the village chief because they wanted to leave the village as well. So leaving is a big no-no. And Gabimaru goes by a nickname known as the Hollow, Gabimaru the Hollow as well. At the end of the first episode, Sagari says that she is there to execute him. Instead of killing him, she helps him realize why he doesn't want to die. That is because he loves his wife. He wants to see her. Gabi struggles with this because he is known as the Hollow. No emotions or feelings, just kill, kill, kill. Violence is all he knows. Sagari offers him a pardon that will relieve him of his crimes and give him the opportunity to see his wife, who is the chief's daughter, if I didn't mention that. But he can only get the pardon if he is able to go to this island and get this elixir that can give you immortal life for this fat fuck who wants it. But the island is not only killing passengers or tourists or villagers, but it is also turning them into flowers. But here's the catch. There will be multiple criminals that will have the same opportunity. Each one will be watched by a Asimon. While everyone is on the island, they encounter strong, evil beings, have some lows, well, actually a lot of lows. Another anime that doesn't have a complicated story to follow outside of the Japanese names and the Hoshisha and Yulala. I'm not holding that against the show. I'm just saying I can't keep up with the names, and it's hard to remember that. Is this show an instant classic?
Hell no!
My overall rating for the show is an 8 out of 10. It was good. I still enjoyed it. I would recommend it to people. As I was watching, I wasn't saying, whoa, this is great. Top 10 of all time. I did some research to find out what people were saying about this show before it came out, because I know that it got a lot of hype. I can tell because it kept coming up on my Crunchyroll page, and I was just saying to myself, this is probably an anime that is getting a lot of attention right now. The characters. A good majority of the cast dies in the show. At first, I didn't mind it. It had an element of surprise that no one is safe. Anybody outside of the main characters can die. It gave me a Sons of Anarchy feel, or the Mayans feel to it. A certain character who is causing trouble ends up at the wrong place, at the wrong time. Boom, someone gets a bullet to the head, or much worse. It would make me say, shit, didn't see that coming. But here's the thing. Certain characters in Sons of Anarchy, or the Mayans, had an impact in the show. There was some build-up leading to their deaths. In the show, it was just scratch them off, scratch them off, scratch them off. Very little build into these characters. You got a glimpse into some of their backgrounds, but everyone just kept dying. One of the characters named Aizen was assigned to watch a criminal named Roku Rota, this giant cannibal who can kill anybody with the devastating palm strike. Annihilates Aizen. Like, damn, that's it for him? When he first showed up, he had a presence. Seemed wise, seemed very strong, thinking he's going to last the whole series, a good majority of the series, or at least the whole season. Have more of a climactic death in the show. He sacrifices himself, uses a badass technique to save everyone, but ends up taking his own life. You know, something like that. Not have him get his shit pushed in the third or second episode. Another gripe I had with the show is I thought the Asamon should have been on the level or close to the level of a Tenzin. Have some of them be close to the level of a Tenzin. To those that don't know what a Tenzin is, they are the ones that are causing trouble on the island. They like to experiment with humans and turn them into colorful titans. Their version of a titan from Attack on Titan. Tenzin can also shape-shift, well not shape-shift, but shift their bodies from male to female. But back to the Asamon. Only one is a god tier Tenzin level, and that's Shion, the blind samurai. Seems like blind warriors have a stigma for being really strong. My last issue with the show is the characters. Well, anime in general is guilty of this. There is too much explaining in the show. It gets annoying when the characters are explaining what they are doing, especially in the heat of battle, or what their opponent is doing. I'm going to channel my energy at the tip of my sword. Then I'll be able to cut through this monster. He's moving so fast. How is he able to move so fast? I have to adjust. I have to step to the left early. Some shit like that. Shut up. Shut up. Stop talking. Less talking, more fighting. As I mentioned earlier, I did some research on the hype this show got, and I also looked up some of the criticisms it got. One of the complaints was the pacing of the show. I can see why. Hell's Paradise felt as if it wasn't fast forward. The show was animated by MAPPA. Apparently it got some criticism by people. People were criticizing the visuals and the fights of the show. I love MAPPA. I think they're great. Every anime that I have watched that MAPPA has animated has been consistent. MAPPA is very consistent in their work. I thought they were consistent again with this show. The action picks up in the second half of the show. Fights are great. I enjoy them. No complaints there. Hell's Paradise left a nice cliffhanger, and it's been confirmed for a few weeks now that Hell's Paradise is going to get a second season, and I think it's going to be really interesting as to how that plays out. So those are my thoughts. It was really good. I enjoyed the show. I would recommend it to people. I didn't hate the characters. I still enjoy them, even though a lot of them got wiped out before the season ended. Sagari's character was strong. Her being a samurai and getting put down for being a woman, even by her own father. Her father looked at her with disgust, like she isn't worthy to wield the sword. Her goal is to have the perfect beheading. Beheading is a big thing in this show, and she saw her father execute the perfect beheading, and she dedicated her life to make the perfect strike. But anyway, we'll see what season 2 brings. I think it's going to be really interesting. Please like and subscribe. That is it. I am out.